Hi, my name is Michi. I am a card maker. I've been crafting for many years, and just recently I was encouraged to start a YouTube channel. So I hope you like this first video. And today I thought it'd be a great idea with the holidays around the corner to showcase one of my holiday projects. So stick around and I hope you like this video. And for today's card, these are some of the supplies that you will be needing. We have scrapbook paper with different holiday designs on them. We have our cardstock for the base of the card. We're going to use a die cutting machine to cut out some different embellishments for the card. It also comes with a stamp kit. So we'll be using different colors, ink, different stickers also to add embellishments to the card, and to make everything pop out, we're going to use some foam squares to add on. So the first thing we're going to do is take our cardstock paper for the base. This measures out as 11 by 8.5. And if we cut the long side, that's 11 inches, we're going to get 5.5 inches right in the middle. So you're going to get 2 cards. We're just going to work with one today. So you're going to take one of your card bases and fold it right in half. And using a bone folder, you're going to apply gentle pressure along the fold to give a clean crease. Then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to build layers of paper on the card, and I've chosen this candy cane pattern to add a festive and fun design for the card today. So the size of the card is 5.5 by 4.25. And now we're going to go ahead and start the layers on the card that we're designing today. And I'm going to take just regular cardstock paper in red and cut this down to 4 inches by 5.25. This will be our first layer that we're going to put along the base, creating a frame around our base. Now our second layer, I've chosen this fun festive candy cane pattern, and again we're just taking off a 1/4 inch around the border from our first layer. So this measurement is 3.75 by 5 inches. And we're just going to build it on top of our first layer like so. So just keep in mind there's just a 1/4 inch difference between each of the layer, and we're creating a frame around the card base. And now we're going to add more layers and designs on our card. I'm going to go ahead and use this Sidekick die cutting machine by Sizzix. And I have a stamp set here that has different hot chocolate patterns, different cups, candy canes. So I thought this would be a fun design to add on to our cards. And we're going to go ahead and cut out a couple of the die cut materials here, and using different scraps of paper, I'm going to use the different cutting plates here. And for the cup, I'm going to use kind of like a brown gray color. You're going to put your paper over like so, and the metal plate of the cup for our hot chocolate, you're going to add this on top and add on the second plate like so. Secure our machine. You're just gonna roll it right on through. And we get our cup image. So we're going to set this aside right now. And we're also going to do the same thing to create our candy cane embellishment. We're going to put the pattern paper, the candy cane metal plate, and run this through again. It's hard to cut through. And we have our candy cane embellishment. This paper is a little bit on the flimsy and thinner side, so I'm going to run the same candy cane metal plate over a slightly heavier cardstock, and we're going to use it as a backing for the other one to make a thicker paper. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and use this as a backing and put this on top so it's a little bit more sturdy when we add it on our card. I'm going to set this aside right now. Okay, so just to keep our design having a little bit more of like a three-dimensional look to it, I think I'm going to add another layer of backing over here right in the center of the card. And you just get all this, the little paper scraps that you may have around, keeping in mind that you want to match the colors with the design scheme that you might have. So I'm using this gray color here. I'm gonna just use maybe a 3 inches square, so 3 by 3 inches here, and I think that's a good size to frame our cup that we cut along here. Okay, and again, another layer of white cardstock is what I'm going to use to add on more design here. So this was 3 inches. We're going to take another 1/4 inch along the border for the white cardstock here. And so now we have our another layer. And so now we're going to go ahead and take our double-sided tape. You can also use glue or a tape runner for this. We're going to just secure everything together that we have right now. I'm pretty conservative with my tape. A lot of people run them all along. And so this is our first layer here. I'm just going to secure this layer right in the center on our card base, like so. Press around the edges. And we're going to do the same with our second layer here, the candy cane design. Just get your tape. And then we're going to just put this just right on the center over our first layer there, like so. Okay, and then Something fun to add to this layer to make it a little bit three-dimensional, I'm going to use the foam squares. These are fun ways to add on embellishments and give it a three-dimensional look. So we're just going to put squares along the edge. Like so. I'm not going to peel them just yet. I'm going to go ahead and tape this layer first. On the gray. Just in the center again. And we're going to go ahead and peel the foam squares now. So it doesn't have to be perfect because they will be hidden. And we're going to put this right in the center of our card. Like so. Okay, and so now going back to the die cut the die cutting materials that we cut earlier, the hot chocolate cup and the candy cane. I'm just going to take some clear glue to add on or to glue on our candy cane. Just want to apply a gentle application of the glue over that other white cardstock. Just to give it a little bit more sturdiness. And you just go ahead and set that aside for now. And to add a little sentiment on our cup, I'm going to be using this stamp kit that says warm and cozy on it. We're going to go ahead and stamp that right on our chocolate cup to add a little sentiment. So right now we're going to go ahead and stamp our sentiment on the card. This one says warm and cozy. So it's very fitting for our holiday card here. I'm going to use silver ink on my stamp here. Just going to gently dab this down. So many different ways you can add on to your cards. You can also type and just print a sentiment out and cut it out and add it onto your card. So you're just going to gently press this down right in the middle of the cup, applying even pressure around the edges here. Okay. We'll let this dry a little bit. And now it's coming along. And to keep on adding more layers and 3D to the card, I'm also going to add the foam squares. Again, you don't have to do this perfectly. It's going to be hidden. We're going to gently peel off the backing of each square. And we're going to glue on our cup right in the center of our card here. It's coming along. It looks really nice. And we're going to take our candy cane and just gently place it right in the center here. I'm also going to use the foam square to add dimension. I'm going to use my scissors here to just cut everything a little bit smaller. Again, you can, so many ways you can add dimension to your card. Again, we're going to just peel the backing from the adhesive. Okay. And then we're just going to stick this down gently in the cup, like so. That looks so festive now. And just to add a little bit more festiveness, we're going to just add a little ribbon, a little bow in the corner here. We're going to take just like a plain satin ribbon here, make a little bow, just a small one, enough to just add a little nice touch to the card. Like so. And you're just gonna go ahead and just cut the edge here like so. And I'm just gonna add just like a small little double-sided tape along the side of the cup here, like so. That way you can just add your ribbon right on top. Okay, so now we have our card coming along here, but I feel like it needs a little bit more touch to it. So I have these little snowflake stickers here, just from Michaels. And we're just gonna go ahead and add just a little bit more touch to it. You can use a little tweezer to add, I think a little snowflake here is nice. We'll get another one, maybe add it on the corner here. And maybe one more along the edge. And we'll do one more snowflake, maybe on top of the cup right here. So this is our warm and cozy holiday card. So glad you joined us today, and we hope you got a lot of our tutorial today, and hope you tune in again in our future videos. You can also check out my work on Instagram. It's called Pia Paperie. Thank you so much for joining us.